What's going on, everybody? JT here, coming at you with another episode of Pokemon Go. And honestly, we still don't have much to do today because we don't have the Bidoof event until Friday, and that's a couple days from now. So today we're gonna do the Spotlight Hour, and then tomorrow we're gonna do the Raid Hour, and we'll see what we can do in between. To start off, actually, I do have 12 kilometer eggs here. So let's see what happens. Maybe we'll get lucky, but that's only happened once where we got the shiny dino. But hopefully we can do it again. But unfortunately, number 1 was a Quillfish. Number 2 is going to be a Larvitar. I'm fine with Larvitar because I do love the XLs for it, even though we have enough to max out another Shadow if we wanted to. Number 3, what are you? Another Larvitar. They're pretty common. All right, 4, please be a green dino. That'd be so amazing. No, it's Pawniard. Not even close. Number 5, what are you? Scraggy. Ugh. Maybe number 6 will be better. That'd be pretty cool. Number 6. Is another Larvitar. Cool. Number 7, come on baby, is a Volibee. Ocho, not shiny, also a Volibee. Number 9 is an Absol. Could have been shiny, they have high shiny rates. And we're at 477 XLs for this thing. Good lord. Number 10, what are you? Another Volibee. Huge surprise. Number 11 is another Larvitar. And number 12 is an Absol. So that wasn't the most amazing batch ever, but on the upside, we do have a Clifford here, and I really want to get that shiny Shadow Nut. I only need to get one more, and we're done with these leaders until they bring in new shiny Shadows. So let's beat up as many cliffs as possible. We'll see what happens. All right, our first nut check of the video, and yes, it is a nut. An acorn is a nut. I don't know why some people don't understand that. Anyways, nut check number 1. Is not a shiny. That would have been so great if that was literally the first one that we did in the video, but that's fine. Let's try to find some more cliffs. And yeah, that's pretty much all we're gonna do, and just shiny check along the way. So unfortunately, it's looking like it's about to rain. In fact, I'm getting hit by little droplets right now, which is great. It's Florida in the summertime, it happens, but we got another nut check. Please give me the shiny. No, great. I'm gonna keep hunting around even though it's about to rain, because luckily I'm in downtown, and downtown has a lot of places for cover. So it looks like I got really lucky. It looks like most of the storm actually is missing me, so I'm just getting the wind, which is great, because it's really hot outside. So, let's see what happens with this nut. Please, I just need one more, and we are done with this until probably a couple months until they switch them out, but I just want this to be done very soon. Got another cliff check before the train gets too close. Come on, shiny! No, man, I was really hoping that that little delay there would have been it. It wasn't. Would you believe it if I told you that we found another cliff and he has another non-shiny nut? You probably would believe it, because that's pretty much the consistency of these videos. We've only done it twice, and only once on camera. How many nut checks will it take to get the shiny? The world may never know, because it's still not shiny. Ay, ay, ay. 122. That's okay. I think the 130s again are better. If I get one that I could purify into a Shundo, I don't even know if I would do it, seeing that this is a calm day Pokemon. But I might do it, because the Shundo's a Shundo. I don't know. Another one, and it is still not shiny. Please, let's get this done in this video, just so I can rest. I could use a rest. So I already checked one in the middle of this, so technically this is another one. Actually, I want to say this is number 9, the 9th nut check. Come on, 9. Oh, no. Yes! All right, we don't even have to worry about it anymore. We got it, the final shiny Shadow we needed. It's not good, but I don't care. That's nut. Number 3, that's shiny, and the 9th one today. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. We'll evolve this later, because I'm heading towards a place to do Spotlight Hour. But yeah, that feels so good. I am so glad we got that. It's awful, but who cares? It's favorited. And we don't have to do any more Team Go Rocket leaders for quite some time. Well, I'm sure you can tell, it is really bad out there, but luckily, Goku's showing up really soon, and we're gonna do the Spotlight Hour in the car, because, yeah, this is better than walking in this. This is absolutely terrible. So if something happens, I'll take you to it, but if not, we'll see you afterwards. Well, it's Raid Hour now. Good lord. It's really bad out here. I mean, it is coming down hard. I don't think the camera's really doing it justice as to how bad it is out here right now, but it's fine. On the upside, we have friends coming by to pick me up, which is good, so we can be in a dry place for these raids, but wow. I mean, look down there, like, the water, it's just insane. Oh, thank God we don't have to walk in this. And now we're in a cocoon of safety. Thank you very much, Anne. Appreciate it.
Welcome.
Let me tell you, it's really bad out there. I mean, again, the camera's not really doing it justice. It's really not great out there. Anyways, what?
Stick it out the window.
I'm not sticking the camera out the window. I don't want to ruin this brand new camera. Is it shiny though? No, it's not. This is a bad Regigigas. It was a 2416, yeah. I'm gonna try to quickly catch this because I want to do as many raids as possible. I still don't have a hundo, and that's like the big goal. Plus, I want more XLs. This one's also very bad. What is it, blue and bad? No, it's just pure bad. Great. Yeah, 2437. Yuck. Number 3. This one's better than the other two, but it's still not blue. So, how good is it really? Number 4. Not blue still. This was the 4th one, right?
Yeah.
Yes, okay, thanks, Ann. Oh, that was a big lightning bolt. Also, Ann got the shiny. Congrats, Ann.
Thank you.
2429, so it's not great, but mine has a better CP, but watch this, it's not gonna be blue though. Oh my god, I got it too! Hey, there we go. Twinsies, I'm down with that. It's not good, but maybe for a lucky trade in the future, or if somebody wants it. You know, some people might not get it, so I would totally hand them off one of these. There we go. We got another one. Took me forever. Like, it's honestly been a long time since I've gotten another shiny Regigigas, so I'm happy. Now let's see how bad these IVs are, because I know it's not going to be great. It is. Yep, 14, 14, 12. Yuck. Number 6 is not 2 shinies in a row, but that's perfectly fine, because this one... Actually, no, I think this one's better than the last one. It doesn't matter. They're all bad. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a 2405, which is so bad. Is it blue and bad, though? No, thankfully. I don't want really bad shinies. 24, 13, 70 off the hundo, so we already know this one's amazing. And thankfully not shiny. All right, cool, let's get those XLs. Even though we've hardly done any, I'm sure we're not even in the double digits. I've lost count. I wanna say this is 8, yeah. But is it blue? It's bad. And it is blue, all right, 2 shinies, haha, but it's bad. Actually, it's funny, isn't this the same CP you got, the 2429? I think that's, yeah, we just got, okay, so this is the twin shiny. It was just kind of separated at gym.
Yeah, it was a longer birth.
A little longer birth there, but, you know, they're twins by like a couple minutes, whatever, right?
Same day, it's fine.
I'm not even going to check the IVs of this one in front of you guys. You already know it's bad. Do we get 2 in a row? No. Of course, the one with the better CP isn't shiny.
20 minutes later.
Alrighty, there's the final raid that I'm doing in front of you guys. I might do more later, but is it blue? No, but 2 during raid hour is pretty good. I'll see you back at my place. And we're back home with another Regigigas. Totally down. It's currently the raid hour, I believe, on the West Coast, and so I'm getting a lot of invites, so appreciate it, guys, which is awesome. I mean, I think this brings me up to, I want to say 7 shiny Regigigases now, which is cool. Maybe people want them for trades, who knows? I don't think they all have the right hidden power, though, so maybe we'll just end up trashing these later, but yeah, 2434, that's a bad one. Let's take a look at this bad boy. Yeah, not great, but the ground type hidden power is actually kind of sought after, so maybe I can get a lucky trade on this. All right, guys, I'm feeling like now would be a great time to max out one of my Regigigases, and what better one to do than the shiny 8% one. I mean, I know I said I was gonna wait until like it went away on July 1st, but to be honest with you, if you see my XLs, I have 634, so technically I could max this one out, and if I ever do get a shundo or a hundo, I can max that one out too. So let's power this thing all the way up to a 4903. This is a big Pokemon, so let's freaking do this. Boom! Look at that. That just looks so cool. And it froze a little bit there, but that's fine. That's like literally one of the biggest Pokemon I have. In fact, that's going to be the biggest one for sure. But let's tag this ring real quick as a level 50. Sadly, we cannot throw the Shundo tag on it, but it's just so close. But my goodness, man, look at this. Let's just go back to inventory, go to CP. It's the biggest one by far. I mean, it beats the Garchomp by like 500 CP there. That's insanity. I love how big it is, and also, I am never maxing this Slackwing ever. Let's just see what happens. It would become a 5010, and this is 100%. Never. I am never having this at the top of my list ever again. You're staying as a level 40, and it's lucky I don't transfer it. Now it's about time we evolved our Shiny Shadow Nut. Now, I've already actually evolved one of them, but I wanted to show you the 2 that I have here that I turned into Nuzleaf. There's this one, and then there's this one. And quite frankly, this one looks better for PvP in a way, and that's what Nuzleaf is used for. Or not Nuzleaf, but Shiftry. That's what it used for. So, let's evolve it into a Shiftry right now. Have a Shiny Shadow Shiftry, and then we're done. no more battling Team Go Rocket Leaders until it's time for the new ones to roll around, because honestly, none of these I care about in the slightest. I just wanted them for the collection, and boom, there we go. Shiny Shadow Shiftry. Nuzleaf looks so much better in every way, shape, and form, but it's still cool that we got this one. The only downside is it doesn't have an unlocked other move. Like, we're gonna have to get rid of Frustration someday. Also, let's see what this would be if I were to power it up for Great League. What would you be, buddy? It'd be hilarious if this was 1500 exactly. 1946 though, actually. Pretty good. Let's just power it up all the way, and then I'm gonna have to give it a second move and everything, so if this ever shows up in auto wreck, I'm not just screwed with having Frustration. So let's give it a new charged attack. What does it get, ladies and gentlemen? Leaf Tornado. Close, but no, I want to get the Leaf Blade. But anyways, you don't need to see me do this, but let's just, well, yeah, of course not. I want Leaf Blade, and that's what we're going for. Anywho, let's go on to our next segment. Now, let's talk about the big update that has everybody pretty upset. But before we dive into it, I do want to say that this is only happening for the United States of America and for New Zealand, and it's only starting by the end of July. So for the rest of the world, you guys don't really have to worry about this yet. Though, when things get better in the world, this will probably be rolling out to you. But before we get to the big bad one that I hate the most, let's talk about the good things that they're keeping. For one, the incenses are staying at 60 minutes, which is phenomenal. They used to be 30 minutes, and the way you would get Pokemon off of them was awful. If you sat still, you'd get one thing every like 5 minutes, which is awful, unless you were walking, and then you get a slightly more. But now, it's gonna stay at 60 minutes, but it looks like they're kind of reverting back. Hopefully it won't be one thing every 5 minutes. Hopefully it'll be a little bit, you know, a little bit better than that. But in the end of the day, it's a change that I kind of saw coming, and I'm kind of glad that they're keeping it at 60 minutes, so that's good. There's also going to be no walking requirement for GBL. Also, you only have to be good friends or higher in order to do battles with each other, which is great. You can carry 20 gifts and also open up to 30 gifts still. Glad they're keeping that, and also the first thing you catch will be 3 times Stardust and XP for the day, which is great, you know, like, these are good things. But then there's another big quality of life thing that I personally love, and I just don't understand why they're getting rid of it. Like, all the other ones I could kind of see, you know, it doesn't quite make sense for some of them, but this is the big one for me, is previous PokéStop and gym interaction distances were increased to enable, you know, social distancing. But now they're reverting it back to before the whole worldwide situation that happened. And I don't think that's a good idea at all. In fact, it hurts more than anything else, you know? Like, this is probably one of the best things they could have done, just in general. Because, like, if you're in an area where a lot of people play and there's a big, like, raid, in the past, people had to squeeze up on each other, especially for big events and stuff like that. So having a increased distance meant we had more, you know, wiggle room where we didn't have to be crammed up on each other, and especially for, like, sicknesses and stuff like that, this is just better, you know? Like, I just don't understand why they would want to bring it back. And also, I should note, before we dive in a little further, this isn't just Niantic's decision. This is also the Pokemon Company and Nintendo as well. Like, basically, Niantic is just licensing Pokemon from these companies. So these other companies have a lot of sway in what happens here, so quite frankly, Niantic might not have had too much to do with this. They might have had a little bit, but it also could have been the Pokemon Company and Nintendo specifically, so, you know, it doesn't make much sense to me, you know? I feel like they should keep it the way it is, and I've heard some things as to why some people believe that there's a reverting back. Might be because of sponsorships, like Starbucks, you know? They want you to get as close as possible to that Starbucks so you can see the Starbucks and go, I could use a Starbucks, why not? But in my mind, I'm thinking, it's in the game, I see a Starbucks stop and I go, oh, I could use some Starbucks, and I'll just go to that Starbucks. So, I don't know, I just don't like it. But I'm not the only one that doesn't like it. It seems like almost every single one of you guys feels exactly the same way. In fact, there is a petition on change.org that literally has up to, I want to say, like 70,000 signs on it, which is crazy. So clearly a lot of people are upset about this and they don't want it to go away. And I'm with you guys. But one thing that I want to throw in here before we wrap this up is there's been a lot of hate being thrown at Niantic employees. And quite frankly, that really doesn't make a lot of sense to me as to why that's happening. I mean, I get why it's happening. It's because people are upset, but a lot of these employees literally have nothing to do with this, you know, current situation. They have nothing to do with why this is happening. This is what the people on the top have decided to make happen in the game. They might have even had some, like, objections to it that might not have gotten heard. So, don't send death threats. That's the big one. It's probably one of the worst things you can do. It's not constructive, and it's just rude and stupid. Don't do that. It's really stupid. But also, just don't be negative towards any of these people. If you really want them to know how you feel, send them a constructive criticism as to why you don't like what they're doing, especially with this distance. How does it hurt you? You know, like, why is this a bad move? And then, when enough of them get that, and it's constructive and kind towards them, they can throw that towards the people on top and be like, look, a lot of people don't like this idea. So, yeah, stay civil. It's okay to be upset. I'm upset too with these changes. But be kind still. Because going in and screaming at somebody isn't gonna fix anything. It probably is just gonna make them close their ears off to you and your voice won't be heard. So stay kind and stay positive, and hopefully everything will be okay. Now that we've gone over that, we're gonna wrap up the video here. We're not gonna do a positive comment shout out today, but to make up for it, during the big Bidoof event, the Bidoofining, we will do 2 of them. And I cannot wait for that event. It's gonna be an amazing event. But yeah, if you've enjoyed the video, and I really hope you have, please smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell icon so you know when I upload, and comment down below what you've been up to since there's no event going on. Have you been hunting for things? Have you been taking this time a little bit easy and just relaxing till the next event? Please, let me know in those comments down below. And if you really love the content and you want to help the channel grow even more, there's a link to my Patreon in the description box below. But with that being said, this is going to be the end of the video. I'll see you in the next one.